Good morning, students. Today we are going to study a chapter number 6, Principle of Management. It's the most important chapter of your class 12th commerce syllabus. Okay. So first of all, we will see meaning of Principle of Management. So what is the meaning of this Principle of Management and why we are studying? All these things we will study under this chapter. Okay, my dear students. So we can see what is the principle of management. So see here, principle of management are fundamental truths that explain the relationship between two or more variables under given situations. Means a manager who whatever works in the organizations, and it defines the fundamental truth about means what he is going to do and what he will do and what he will get, means what will be the result of the that activities. Okay, the principle establish relationship between cause and their effect. Cause and their effect means why it is happening and what will be the effect of this happening. Okay, the management believe on this concept. Management principles provide guideline for managerial decision making and actions. These are helpful in predicting and understanding the result of managerial actions. You can see here. Okay, however, management principles are not so exact as the principle of physical science. Because management is a social science, these principles are flexible and can be modified to suit different situations. Means this will be changed according to the different conditions, different situations. Principle of management or originate and grow as a result of past experience, and it is the management principle are derived through the following methods. Means how we will derive these principles. Okay, so we will discuss. There are two methods for deriving these principles. First one is observation method and second one is experiment method. Means under observation method we observe the thing and then take the decisions. Means we observe and certain events. Under this method, manager observes certain events in actual practices. Means what in practical way what is happening. Okay, the analysis what is observed and gain experiences which he use to a future as a guide. And they after observation whatever they learn they will implement in the as a principle in the business concern. Okay, second is experiment method. Experiment method is under this method researchers in the field of management undertake a practical studies. On the basis of these studies they develop certain principle and test their validity. Getting over. So whatever principle of management we prepare on by two method, observation method and experimental method. Okay, my dear students. So next thing is nature of principle of management. What is the nature? Means what is the nature of principle of management? The principle of management should be universal. The first nature of is universal. Means universality means it will be accepted in all over the world. Means everywhere worldwide acceptance should be of the principle of the management. Whatever the principle, whatever the concepts we are following, they should be accepted in all over the world. Means universality should be in the principles. Okay, second thing is dynamism or flexibility. Yeah, dynamism means keep on changing time to times. Means it keep on changing time to time according to situations, according to conditions, and the flexibility should be in the principle of the in the concepts of the management. Principle of management are not rigid but flexible are and dynamic in nature. These principles can be modified to suit different situations and all kinds of changes in the business environment. According to Henry Ford, principles of management are not absolute and must be utilized in the lights of changing and special conditions. Seldom does one have to apply the same principle twice in identical conditions. Allowances must be made too for different changing circumstances. Getting over. Next, influencing human behavior. The third nature of principle of management is influencing human behavior. What means whatever uh, principles, whatever concepts we are following, they should have power to influence human behavior. Getting older means human behavior affected by the principle of management, whatever we are following. Means you can see here, management is a social science and it deals with the human behavior. Human behavior is a complex and cannot be tested and under controlled laboratory conditions. Therefore, principle of management are not as exact as the principle of physical science, physics, chemistry. These principles are general statements. Management principles are directed towards influencing human behavior for getting the best possible result. Okay. Next, contingent. Contingent means the principle of management and relative are not absolutes. Getting over. These principles should be applied carefully according to the organizational needs and prevalent situation. They are contingent or dependent on prevailing situations. Okay. Cause and effect relationship. The next nature of the cause and effect relationship should be means why it is happening, what is the reason of this, and what will be effect of the this happening. Getting over. So see here, principle of management indicate cause and effect relationship between two or more variables. Okay, these principles are used to solve different managerial problems with the help of observation, analysis, and experience. Getting over means this principles, whatever we are following, are used to solve different managerial problems with the help of observation, analysis, and experience. Next, equal importance. All the principles of management are equally important. The principles may be used with the equal efficiency by the managers and different levels of authority. So these all are the nature of the principle of management. Okay, what is the need of principle of management? What are the needs? The first thing is first need is, you can see here, to increase efficiency. Definitely, for the increasing efficiency of the managers, of the workers, of the executors, the principles of management is required. Getting older means through the implementation of the principle and concept of the management, we definitely we increase the efficiency of the all organizational structure. Next, to crystallize the true nature management. Okay, to crystallize the true nature of management. Okay, knowledge and understanding of the principle and concept management make it easier to describe and analyze the true nature of management. In the absence of principle, it would not have been possible to develop a scientific or organized by body of knowledge in management. Fundamental principle and basic concepts have helped to develop the science of management. Means what? Means the proper understanding of the concept, the proper knowledge of the concepts should be should have by the managers, and they make very easier to the work in a very easier to they makes very easier to do the work. Getting over means when the knowledge and when the understanding capacity we utilize in the doing work, in the execution of work, then we get the best result. Okay, next, to train managers means we train the managers, and in the absence of principle, the training of managers depend upon the trial and error method. Formal methods of training managers in institutions and universities are possible only if there are fundamental principles or concept principles of management, providing conceptual framework for scientific and systematic training and development of managers. Means for the development, for the training, for the skills of the management is the principle of management is required. Next, to improve research, definitely it helps to improve in research, in the research development guidance. Growing popularity and utility of management principles have attracted experts towards their study analysis. Principle of management is helping expanding the horizon of knowledge and management. These principles have served as the basis for further research and growth in management. Management principles provide new ideas, new visions, new imaginations for conducting research studies in the management. Okay, then next, the 10 social goals. Whatever the social goals they have determined, they achieve their goals through the management, through the principles of the management. Okay, the supply of Principle of management enable managers to make optimum use of human and material resources. Means optimum utilization of how they will use to manpower and resources, whatever they are having. The supply of quality of goods at reasonable prices, improve social welfare. Definitely manager coordinates the efforts of the people so that individual objects get translated in social attainment. All type of waste is reduced. Management principles help in achieving cooperations among people to achieve their desired product of the cooperation and increase harmony in society. So this is the reason. Okay, to clarify thinking. Okay, to clarify thinking. Okay, to spread knowledge, means uh, to principle of management additionally spreading knowledge, managerial knowledge through teaching, through principles, through constitution and organization body of knowledge which contains some management institution in business school management in education and management protection have made rapid progress due to management principle. To evaluate managerial behavior, for the evaluation of the managerial behavior, this is the required, the principle of management is required. Next, there are two principles whatever we will study in this chapter. First one is fuel principle of management, fuel principle of management, and second one is Taylor's principle of management. Okay, my dear students, so both are the important and both we will study in this chapter. Okay, so first of all we will study Taylor's principle of scientific management. As we are knowing, who is the father of scientific management? Taylor is the father of scientific management. What he says, scientific management is the art of knowing exactly what you want your men to do and then seeing that they do it the best and cheapest way. Getting over? So F.W. Taylor, the definitions of the management is, what scientific management is the art of knowing exactly what you want and what you want your men to do and them and they're seeing that they do it the best and cheapest way. This is the what definition of scientific management. Okay, the basic principle of scientific management means in the what the Taylor says, what the principle should be in the according to Taylor in the definition of management. So first we will see what science, not rule of thumb, means management. What the principle of management is science, not the rule of thumb, means we cannot believe on like that. If anyone saying is, so we will judge on the cause, through cause and effect relationship, through science of through science approach. So each and every job and the method of doing should be based on the scientifically study and analysis rather than our style and error. Getting over, the task to be performed should be identified, scientifically planned, शुड बी साइंटिफिकली प्लान्ड होना चाहिए. ठीक है ना. द मटेरियल इक्विपमेंट एंड वर्किंग कंडीशन शुड बी स्टैंडर्डाइज्ड. द अमाउंट ऑफ वर्क टू बी डन should be decided through objective studies. So the principle should be like that. It should be science, not rule of the thumb. Next, harmony not discorded. Harmony not discorded. Okay, means the relationship between employer and the employee should be maintained in a very coordinative way and should be friendly nature, should be very with the togetherness they perform their activities. Okay, like see here, there should be healthy cooperation between employers and employee. Taylor advocate a complete mental resolutions. Okay, on the part of both management and workers. Management should adopt an enlightened attitude and share the gain of productivity with workers of their part should work and with discipline and loyalty. Okay, maximum and restricted output, maximum not restricted output. Okay, conflict between management and workers arises mainly on division of surplus. Okay, Taylor suggested that the best way to resolve the conflict is to increase the size of surplus so that each side can have a large shares. Management and workers have a common in increasing productivity. Okay, okay, division of work and responsibility. Okay, division of work. Taylor suggested separation of Separation of planning for operational work. Management should concentrate on planning the job of workers, and workers should be concentrate on performance of work. Means division of work and responsibility should be done under the principles of management, because when we fix the responsibility, we divide the work and division of work, then the performance of the work and the performance of the organization will be improved. Next, scientific selection, training and development of workers. Definitely the selection method, training method and development of workers, skills development of the workers should be very scientifically done. Okay. Next, um, standardization means whatever we are, the tools, equipment, work methods, working conditions should be standardized, मतलब should be standard way. Okay, to improve efficiency and the quality of the work. It's a mental revolutions, you can left this point. Okay, means it's a basic change in attitude on the performance of both employer and the employee should consider employer as a partner in. Similarly, employees must treat as employment, मतलब एम्प्लॉयर एम्प्लॉय दोनों क्या होते हैं, एक पार्टनर की तरह ट्रीट करने चाहिए. मेंटल ये चीज़ सीनियर जूनियर का वो फीलिंग नहीं आनी चाहिए, इसलिए ये चीज़ जो प्रिंसिपल ऑफ मैनेजमेंट है उसमें फॉलो किया जाना चाहिए. अच्छा, अब क्या है एडवांटेजेस ऑफ साइंटिफिक मैनेजमेंट, क्या क्या एडवांटेजेस हैं टू द फॉर द एम्प्लॉयर, फॉर द एम्प्लॉई एंड फॉर द सोसाइटी. ये तीनों हैं. डेफिनेटली एम्प्लॉयर को हायर प्रोडक्टिविटी, लोअर कॉस्ट ऑफ प्रोडक्शन मिलता है, बेटर यूटिलाइजेशन ऑफ रिसोर्स, इंप्रूव क्वालिटी ऑफ वर्क. फिर एम्प्लॉय के लिए इंप्रूवमेंट इन वर्किंग कंडीशन, हायर स्टैंडर्ड चीज़ें मिलती है, हायर अर्निंग्स, ज़्यादा पैसा मिलता है, बेटर स्किल्स एंड थ्रू ट्रेडिंग, ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा अच्छे स्किल्स मिलते हैं. सोसाइटी को हायर स्टैंडर्ड ऑफ लिविंग मिलता है, बेटर एम्प्लॉय रिलेशन मिलता है, इम्प्रूवमेंट वर्क कंडीशन मिलता है, हायर नेशनल इनकम मिलता है. तो ये सब सारे क्या हैं साइंटिफिक मेथड्स के, साइंटिफिक प्रिंसिपल्स के फ़ायदे हैं. और फिर एफ.डब्ल्यू. टेलर के हैं. नेक्स्ट लेक्चर में हम देखेंगे हेनरी फ्यूर, जो बहुत मोस्ट इम्पॉर्टेंट लेक्चर है. ओके, तो ये सारे कॉन्सेप्ट्स होप आपको समझ में आ रहे होंगे, प्रिंसिपल ऑफ मैनेजमेंट. और इसको अपने अच्छे से नोट्स बनाते चलिए. Prepare your notes accordingly. Okay, if you have any problem you can ask. For today, thank you very much.